All right, class. Real quick, just a short lecture on John Steinbeck. They misspelled it there in this little PDF here. I was trying to get you a free resource so you didn't have to buy any books. And occasionally, the drawback to that is somebody misspells the name John. Anyways, okay. So real quick about uh, John Steinbeck. He's from California. He was born in 1902, so the Great Depression would have been a big part of his life. He won a Pulitzer at one point. But one thing he does that's in the realm of the modernist is he combines naturalism and heavy symbolism to kind of get his themes and subject matters and characters across to get you to feel compassion and sympathy for the characters, or to be upset about what they're going through and what they're experiencing. So that's how he falls into the realm of modernism. If you remember, naturalism is kind of the idea that we're products of our environment, social, cultural, economic, rural, urban, and class, race, all that stuff. We're products of that, and that determines a lot of our fate and our survival, kind of rooted in Darwinism. And then, of course, symbolism is symbolism, right? And speaking of symbolism, we've got a lot here in the leader of people. So this is like a grandpa kind of basically what Steinbeck is playing on now is um, you'll see this used often in politics if you pay attention. But one political party or another, it doesn't matter what country you're in, America or somewhere else, one political party or the other will use this kind of longing for the way things used to be and how things in the past all used to be so much better. And those were the great times, and now things are getting awful. And it doesn't matter whether that's statistically true or not, or it's just people don't like change. Whatever. It depends, but it always exists, whether or not it's true or justified. It always exists. And so the grandfather here represents that. He represents the past idealized America before World War II, how everything was perfect. Perfect for some people, I guess, maybe. But how everything was perfect, and how America was new and it was still spreading out west, and there was still all these vast open places and opportunity, and versus post World War II America represented by these kids and their generation, and how things have changed with the grandson's generation, Cody and this other kid, um, and are these other kids plural, sorry. And so there is kind of a battle of symbolism between that, the big grandfather, adult size, the small sized child, the big idea of the vastness of old America, the small kind of the way the world's closed in and gotten more international, and not quite as vast and open with modern telephone and radio and, communications and telegraph and all that stuff, you know. So, we even have like farmhand, you got like horses, automobiles, you got the old and the new, old and new, old and new. And there's a battle scene between that. So that's what you want to look out for as you read this short story, and you'll see it kind of played out through these stories, and you'll see the kind of faulty logic and how things are, were great in the past. They weren't, necessarily great for everybody in the past, but that's the way that the grandfather looks at it. One famous quote from The Watchmen is one of the characters asked the other characters, after this man did this horrible things to you, how can you look back and you still talk about him, like he was a friend? And she says, well, you're young, you still don't get it. Every day the future looks darker and darker, and the past, even the dirty, grimy parts of it, look brighter and brighter. And it's about approaching death and those things ending, and the past looks a lot better than it actually was. But anyways, that's what this short story is about. I hope you enjoy it.